that Trump tweet, guys. You know the one I'm talking about, don't you? There it is. Look at this. Dude, what are we doing, bro? The president of the United States tweeted this. Now, let me give you context, guys. They've been changing the military bases back to Confederate era names. They've advocated to bring back Confederate statues. They've tried to use the Civil Rights Act to say white people are being oppressed. They battled colleges teaching black history. They're trying to gut the Voter Rights Act, protecting the voting rights of people of color. They've had their immigration attacks on brown and black skin people in America. And now, on the heels of Jillian Michaels going on CNN and saying only 2% of people had slaves, and it's not just white people. You can't say imperialism and slavery is just one race, right? On the heels of all of that, here's what Donald Trump said today. The museums throughout Washington, but all over the country, are essentially the last remaining segment of woke. 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 Not woke. Right? He said the Smithsonian is out of control. Right? Where everything discussed is how horrible our country is, how bad slavery was, and how unaccomplished the downtrodden have been. Nothing about success, nothing about brightness, nothing about the future. I mean, I don't know. Are museums supposed to predict the future? I don't understand what that is. We are not going to allow this to happen. Okay, and I've instructed my attorneys to go through the museums and start the exact same process that has been done with colleges and universities where tremendous progress has been made. This country cannot be woke because woke is broke. We have the hottest country in the world, and we want people to talk about it, including in our museums. But look at that complaint, guys. The Smithsonian is out of control, where everything discussed is how horrible our country is, how bad slavery was. The President of the United States has registered a complaint that the Smithsonian Museum is out of control with how bad slavery was. What the fuck? What does that even mean? It is not possible to overestimate how bad slavery was. You cannot overstate how bad slavery was. You can't. It's not possible. However bad you say it was, however bad you show pictures of and you tell everybody it was 100 times worse, 1,000 times worse. You know what I mean? Like you could say the horrors of slavery and point them out in the most affecting and overwhelming way, and it was still 10,000 times worse than what you could possibly fucking show us in a museum, right? Dude, isn't that insane? They are complaining about the fact that the museum is showing how bad slavery was. Dude, that is crazy. Yeah, well, it doesn't matter. The Epstein debate's not going anywhere. But in the meantime, though, this is a reality, okay? This is a reality of the fact that they are like wildly racist, okay? They are. I mean, I think the honest fact is they just don't think slavery was that bad. Right? That's the fact, guys. The reality of this is Donald Trump and these Republicans, they don't think slavery was that bad. They think it was like a system of acquiring workers that everybody was doing, and they did it just like everybody else, but they did it a little better. They did it more effectively. They were nicer to them than these other people were, and then they ended it. They think, well, we ended it. Right? So we just used it to sort of get competitive advantage. But it was this thing that everybody did. And so we did it too. And that's how they look at it. They don't even look at the horrors of it. They just look at it as a price of doing business, right? That's what they look at it. They look at slavery in the developing world as the price of developing a capitalist empire. And the fact that they did it and then got out of it, they look at it as like, we're good because we didn't keep doing it. I mean, they did keep doing it because they just moved it into the prison system. Okay, slavery still exists. It's just now you got to get that felony marker. Okay, and once you get that felony marker, you're allowed to be a slave again. But the reality is they don't think it's that bad. They really don't. They don't think it was that bad. That's the God's honest truth. They think, it's bad. They'll say, slavery was bad, but wasn't that bad, right? It's not bad enough that we should be upset at white people now, or they don't think we should pay reparations. They don't think white people should feel bad about it ever, because if you didn't personally own a slave, there's no reason you should feel bad about it. They don't think there's any connection between slavery and the wealth gap. They think the wealth gap is just because of the laziness of people, right? They think the wealth gap is because of people are unruly and lazy. But that's the reality, guys. It's like we're staring it down in the face. They really don't think it's that bad. Where if you talk about slavery in America, the first thing they'll talk about is, well, the black people sold their people, or there was slavery in North Africa, right? You know what I mean? Are there responses to this post? I mean, on his Truth Social, there are, but the Truth Social, though, if you've ever gone there, it's fucking dog shit. Okay? Like, Truth Social is like, dude, it's like the worst. Right? Let's see what it says under there. I know Truth Social, I'm sure they're all going to be focused on the word woke. Here it is. There's a Jesus post, right? And then it's put Democrats in handcuffs, right? And a museum that shows a Democrat, something that died out because people got sick and tired of their bullshit, right? And then it's got Diamond and Silk that are basically saying, don't refer to me as African American. They're trying to whiten themselves, right? Then it has anti-LA, okay? The woke person, some fake t-shirt, right? White guilt is on empty. Dude, this shit is nasty, okay? Right? It says, start hanging pedophiles and sex traffickers in public squares, and the trafficking of children will be zero. Now that's ironic considering Trump's Epstein, right? Look at this, though. This is all Truth Social is like, I don't know if you've ever been there. It's the worst fucking, I don't even know if any of this shit is real. Like, this one guy has posted like a dozen fucking memes, dude. Look at this Travis Alderman guy. I don't even know if this is a real guy. It's probably a bot. But he's posted, like, every person posts like 10 memes. Okay? And it's all like anti-Democrat, right? Here's one that says Trump is not implicated, but dude, it's all just, I don't even think this is real, guys. I think this is just a bot farm. It is. It's just a bot farm that is created to make Trump think he's getting all kinds of engagement. That's what it is. It's like a giant bot farm that is designed. Truth Social loses like $100 million a year. They're like, it's not profitable. The thing is tanked. But then they went public with that merger on the stock exchange, and then all the like foreign influences or whatever all bought the stock, right? You know what I'm saying? So now the stock has propped this up, but this company is like, it's made no money. It's never made $1. It's lost like 40 to 100 million every year. That's what it is. All of this. There's not a single comment under here, guys, that is an actual comment. Every single thing is a photographic meme. Oh, here's finally a comment that says, please do something about the Muslim people, right? Jesus, right? And then this person, it's time to stop apologizing for success. America is the greatest country in the history of the world. If you want to cry about greatness, go find a safe space in mommy's basement. Dude, this shit is wild, bro. I don't know who uses this platform, bro. Dude, look at that. Melania Trump. It's not even spelled right, dude. Thank God for Trump. And then, dude, they fucking spelled their name wrong, dude. What the fuck, dude? Right? Oh, that is good. Dude, multiple times, bro. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God. There it is. Thank you for caring about our history. Disgraceful, manipulating history to their ideology. Yeah, dude. Slavery is bad is our new woke ideology. Bro, isn't it crazy? What is up, guys? Thank you so much for watching. If you like the video, you want to support independent resistance media, you know what to do. Drop that sub, hit the like button, and please share it. And we do love our members, so if you want to become a member, it's another really great way to support. Thanks again for everything, guys. I'll see you next time. Let's go.